Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 10 on a 4-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-story building that we are putting up for our client. So, when I say 3-story building, I mean the ground floor, first floor, and second floor. Okay, and in the ground floor, we have a 4-bedroom, all in suite. Okay, and then on the first floor we have 2 units. When I say 2 unit, means separately we have 2-bedroom, 2 unit on the first floor, and then the same on the second floor. So it's just an example from my house. My house, I do have the 4-bedroom in the ground floor, and then I have an apartment on the first floor. So mine is just a first floor, not a second floor. So the day of casting has arrived, and my team is ready for the oversight casting. We are checking the quarry dust, the stones, and that of the river sand. Okay, yes, and we want to make sure if this will be enough. Apparently, it will not be enough, so we had to arrange because of space. We are trying to utilize this. By the time it get finished, our drivers, because we work with one particular driver, you understand, in most of my project we do. So once we give a call, they come quickly and drop. So mostly that's what we do. So here we have to make sure the client ensures that the materials were ready so that we don't run out. You understand, we don't run out. So quarry dust, river sand. If we don't have river sand, we use normal medium sand, and the aggregate means the stones, the 3/4 stones. Okay, in certain areas, looking at the nature of the land, I will use quarry dust. Okay, I use quarry dust with the stones, and then a bit of chemical, okay, to strengthen. And then sometimes some chemicals are health issues, so we need to know the type of chemical we're going to mix with the concrete so that it doesn't affect, if someone has an allergy or any health issues or health condition, it doesn't affect them when they are living in the house. So it is not all chemicals that we employ. We have to be very careful what type of chemical we are importing or perhaps introducing into the concrete cast. So here my team is placing the board across such that we don't destroy the DPM, okay, and then also ensure that we're able to transport the concrete to the far end, because we're beginning from the far end, which is the back. With this type of oversight, we are supposed to use a concrete mix, the vehicle. That one is just, lip the tube all over, and then they just, spray it on the ground. But those concrete pre-mix are quite expensive. They are quite expensive. Yeah, I don't know why they make it so expensive. I think that looking at the rate at which construction is booming in Ghana now, those companies would have taken advantage of the situation and make it reasonable so that we don't have to go through all these wire board and these concrete mixtures. But then they will just pre-mix. They will come and take the total square area and bring the pre-mix. Even about 4 or 5 vehicles, they are packed, and early morning it is cast. Within an hour it is done. But here we are going to use about 3 days. You understand? We're going to use about 3 days for this casting. And so I believe we should start looking into those areas. Okay, start looking into those areas, because if you're able to put the labor of the 3 days, the concrete mixture, okay, all together, and the materials and everything, and then we're able to get a pre-mix, and then they come, and within an hour it is cast. I think it is laudable. Okay, it is laudable, but they've made it so expensive, and so we are sought to going the traditional way. Okay, we had to go by the traditional way, and that is what we are used to and comfortable with. You understand? So cement is ready, concrete mixture is ready. We've added another stones right over there, and so voila, concrete casting begins. And so we have to make sure it is level. For me, I believe in the leveling, because once it is crooked, it's going to affect the block work. Everything should be leveled so that when you start laying your superstructure, setting out block work, you won't have any issues with trying to achieve a top level. You understand? So it is very, very crucial in this particular moment. The fascia boards need to be double checked so that they don't open. So the carpenters must be at site to check, okay, so that they don't expand, because sometimes during this casting you will experience an expansion in some of the boards. Perhaps it might not be tied properly. So during your casting, ensure that you have a carpenter available. Okay, yes, and even the steel bender should also be on site in most cases, such that in case of anything, they can straighten them up so that they are all in line. Because at this moment, you want to make sure all your pillars do not shift. The moment they shift and you get to the first floor, you know that they might not be on the same grade line, and so you have to do what we call cranking. So at this moment, they are not supposed to shift the pillars. They still have to make sure it is adjusted properly, and then put a spirit level. Even though they are doing the oversight casting, they need to make sure that all the pillars are in position. They must be in position. It is very, very crucial. Okay, very, very crucial. And then we'll come to the ratio of the mixture. You know what we are mixing. In most people will say, I want to use one bag, so they go like 2-1-1. 2-1-1, yes, if you have the money to buy the cement, because this is no joke. This can take almost about 400 bags of cement, or even up to 500 bags of cement, looking at the oversight here. So in most cases, when we prepare estimate, we go by 2-1-1/2. 2-1-1/2 means half bag, okay, as against one sand and 2 wheelbarrows of chippings. You get the point. So we have 2 wheelbarrows of chippings, 1 wheelbarrow of sand, and a half bag. So 2-1-1/2. If we get to a flow where we are doing a slab, that is when we do 2-1-1. You understand? 2-1-1, because we need complete full bag of cement, because that is a slab. So in the slab, it is hanging up, so it has to be completely firm. Here the oversight is sitting on the laterite and a footing block work, so you don't have to put in too much of cement. The half bag of cement will do the job. You understand? It will hold it properly. It will not brittle as to whether when you touch it or try to chisel it, it will just fall off. No. Once you're using the right ratio, you should have the same strength as you would when you pour the entire bag of cement. You understand? We are creating the step down in areas where it is needed, especially in the bathroom areas. We are creating those step down right there. So hopefully this is how far we've come with the entire project, and hoping to come your way with the continuation, after the client has mobilized himself, and then we make sure that all the materials are ready to carry on to the next phase of the project. So this is day 1 of the oversight casting. We might go to day 2 and day 3, because this is no joke. So the anticipation is to use 3 days for the oversight. So rest assured that I'll be coming your way with episode 11 and episode 12, and hopefully that will be the final video on the Adenta project. If you love this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you need my services, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My name is Mr. Bright. My number is right there. You can WhatsApp me. From me to you, shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye bye.